Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. And give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shai. So got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who read well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready to accept it or not. In a sincere salutation to all the argument, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, making up the hopeful elect. In a sincere salutation to all the argument, pushing this truth and believing this truth. Again, pushing the truth and believing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwaf who are listening, learning, you for your sisters who are listening, learning. Lord was edifying. So I take this lesson, vocab, you wish this wasn't true nor written. Now I tell you in Daniel 12, because this devil, these Christians is losing, man. They losing the battle between lies and truth on all fronts, man. So this guy said, dealing with Revelation, right? Chapter 7 about the 12,000 that's being sealed from each tribe, right? Then you got the unknown multitude that no man can number. So the Lord said right here in Daniel 12 and 10. Let me read this first. It's Daniel 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So, as I tell you when you read Colossians 1 and 26, that the Lord revealed his secrets, right, unto the whole flock of Israel. The Lord revealed his secrets unto the whole flock of Israel, unto his servants the prophets, as it said in Amos 3 and 7. So heathens will not understand none of the breakdowns of the Bible, man. None of these breakdowns of these scriptures, none of these as I tell you when you got Hosea 12, right? It talks about, let me get this. In Hosea 12, it talks about, let's just read it. So in Hosea chapter 12, it says this, Hosea 12 and 10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied the visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets, right? These visions, these similitudes, this is not for heathens. Let's get this. In Psalm 74, I think it is. Maybe it's 76. Let's see. It talks about in Psalms, the dark sayings, right? Let me get it real quick. Okay, so let's put it up here. About the dark saying. The Lord deal with similitudes, these visions. The dark sayings of old, right? Oh, so it's Psalm 78. So let's get this. So this is Psalm 78 and 2. It reads, I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, right? So these parables and dark sayings, similitudes, let's get this in the Proverbs, and then we'll get the precepts. So in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5, it reads this. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings, right? So let's get this in Revelation 7. Now, in Revelation 7, this is about the elect being sealed, right? So in Revelation 7 1, it reads, and after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw the angel, and I saw another angel ascending from heaven, Salakia, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads, right? And I heard a number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel. Now, to understand this, you have to understand this. This is Ezekiel 9 and verse 4, right? So this is the Lord sealing Israel among these heathens. Now this is Ezekiel 9 and 4 reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads, right, of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? Set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Now, this the Lord told this angel to set a mark on these men foreheads, right? In Revelation, which is also 9 and 4, this is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 4. And this is what it reads. And it was commanded them, who? The angels, right? As it's in Revelation 7. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green tree, neither neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. Now, this is Revelations 9 and 4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only hurt those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. Right? So in Ezekiel 9, they say, Ezekiel 9 and 4, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So, who is these men? This is Israel, man. Okay? We still in Ezekiel, we still in the what they call the Tanakh, right? The Old Testament. This is the Lord sealing these men in their foreheads, like it said in Revelation, right? Now, when you go to Matthew, let's get this. This is Matthew 24 and 29, right? And it reads. So when you read Revelation about the 12 tribes being sealed, right? 12,000 from each tribe. Then you got the unknown multitude. This is Matthew 24 and 29. It reads, immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he, Yahushua, shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they, the angels, shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, right? So here's the Lord going to send his angels back and do what? And gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now, let's get this. Now, this is Matthew 13. I'm going to start at 47. And it reads, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which, when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and shall sever. The word sever means to separate, and sever the wicked from among the just. Okay, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. So the angels are going to come and do what? And sever the wicked from among the just. Who is the just? Israel, man. Okay? Yahweh shall say in John 1 that he said he saw Nathaniel coming and said, the Israelite indeed whom is no guile. Right? The just. Let's get this. Also, in Matthew 25, let's start at 31. In Matthew 25 and 31, it reads this. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, right? All nations are going to be gathered before Yahweh Shai the Messiah, and he shall separate them. If everybody gonna be saved, why is the Lord separating the nations? And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Why did the Lord got to do this? If everybody can be saved, that means everybody gonna be gathered together in one. Why is the Lord gonna gather all nations, and he shall separate them one from another? Why is this gonna happen? Because, like I said in Matthew 13, he's gonna sever the wicked from the just, right? And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Why is the Lord gonna do this? Now, dealing with Revelation 7, right? Because it said in Revelation 7, let's go back to that. In Revelation 7, right? It's a Revelation 7:4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 140 and 4,000 of all the tribes of Israel. Now, this is talking about 12,000 men from each tribe. Okay? That's what this is talking about. Dealing with the word sealed, right? The buzzword here is sealed. From what? It say the Lord's gonna do what? Gather these men. He telling the angels to seal these men that were scattered among these nations, right? It say, till we have sealed the servants. What servants? The buzzword here is servants. Okay? Hold on. In Leviticus 25 and 55, right? Because it said the servants. So we have sealed the servants of the Lord, right? In Leviticus 25 and 55 it reads, for unto me the children of Israel are servants. They are my servants whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord Yahweh your God. So right here in Revelation, when it say, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So who are the servants of the Lord, man? It's Israelites. Heathens can't be servants, right? Now, also in Revelation 14, Revelation 14 and 1, it reads, the Lamb and 144,000 on Mount Zion. And I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads, right? In their foreheads. Going back to Ezekiel, in Ezekiel 9, right? Now we know the Old Testament was about Israel, right? And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon what? The foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So these men that's being marked in their foreheads with the Tawah, which means exempt from judgment, right here, having his father's name written in their foreheads. So who is this? It said in Revelation 7 that these are the servants of our power, man. It say, saying, hurt not the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And Leviticus 25 and 55 said that Israel is servants to the Lord, man. Right? Now, remember in Matthew 24, it said, matter of fact, let's get this. In Zechariah, this is Zechariah 2, right? Oh, I spelled it wrong. So in Zechariah 2 and 6, right? It said, Ho ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, which is North America, Babylon the Great, saith Yahweh. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven, saith Yahweh. It said, deliver thyself, O Zion, right? The point right here, it say, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven, saith Yahweh, right? Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwells with the daughter of Babylon, for thus saith Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you, for he had touched you, touched the apple of his eye. This is talking about Israel, right? For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord Yahweh of hosts have sent me. Okay, we have been a spoil to our servants. See, Israel is the servants of the Lord, but now we are a spoil unto them. When you read in Ecclesiastes, it tell you that uh the servants that they're servants on horses and princes walking as servants on the earth. The point we're here want to make it say, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven, saith Yahweh. And this is what the Lord did to Israel. He scattered us among the heathen, right? So when you go to Matthew 24 and 29, it said, in Matthew 24 and 31, it said, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, right? Well, we know who the elect is according to the Bible. And this is the thing, like I read in Daniel's, right? Daniel's 12 and 10. So when these guys don't understand what's going on, that don't make them right, man. The Lord said that when Yahweh shall return the Messiah, he's going to send forth his angels, and his angels shall gather together from the four winds of heaven, the elect, right? This is Isaiah 45 and 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, they go to the word servant again. Okay? And Israel, mine elect. So who's the elect of the Lord? Israel is the elect, man. So when it tell you in Revelation 7, 12,000 from each tribe, and then an unknowable multitude, who is that? Now, the whole kicker is when you go to Deuteronomy, right? Let's get this. See what these people don't understand is the Lord made a promise to Israel that after He scattered us, He was going to bring us home. And I've been bringing this out a lot lately, man. I've been bringing this out a lot lately, man. Okay, the Lord said He was going to bring us home after He scattered us. So when you read Revelation 7, when it say 12,000 from each tribe, and then an unknowable multitude, this is Deuteronomy 30 and 1. It reads, and it shall come to pass, when all of these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse. You see, the blessing and the curse, which I have sent before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among who? Among all nations, whether the Lord thy God have driven thee. Now hold on, because in Revelation 7, let's go back to it. The buzzword there is nations, right? In Revelation 7, let's read it again. In Revelation 7, right? Verse 9. A multitude from the tribulation. And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, from where, Lord? Of all nations. You see it? Of all nations and kindreds and people and tongue stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hand. And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations. Right? So when you go back to Deuteronomy 30, it says, and it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether Yahweh thy power have driven thee, and shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and will have compassion upon thee and will return and gather thee from where, Lord? From all the nations. You see? Whether the Lord Yahweh thy power have scattered thee. So when you read about the unknown multitude and those 12,000 of each tribes, that's talking about Israel. It's plain. Now, when you get closing precept is Matthew, the Lord said he didn't reveal this. He didn't reveal this to the wise, man. Okay? Them that want to be super deep. This is Matthew 11:25. Closing precept it reads. And at that time, Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things, because the Lord have hid these things from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes. So vocab ain't gonna understand the 12,000 of each tribe and the unknown multitude, and nobody else for that matters, man. They ain't gonna understand it. It's not for them to get it. So I just want to make some points on this to show you they don't understand what's going on, man. They have no clue about what's going on, man. This, their salvation in Revelation 7, that's about the elect of Israel, man. The 144,000 plus the unknown multitude, which is the 1/3, man. And it's what? It said his servants until we have sealed. Let's read it again. Let's read it again. Revelation 7. This is about the servants of the Lord, man. Salakia, excuse me. In Revelation 7 again, it said, verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Is this not what the angel, is this not what the Lord told the angels in Ezekiel 9? It's the same ones, man. It's the same precepts, man. As in Ezekiel 9. He said, go through the midst of the city and set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? Same thing, man. Like this don't change. So when you hit Revelations 9 and 4, like Ezekiel 9 and 4, it say same thing, man. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green tree, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. Right? Ezekiel, you gotta keep bringing this, you gotta keep drilling this, man. Cause you still got new Jakes that's waking up every day, man. See, I ain't put the L on Salakia. I ain't put the L on Ezekiel. Salakia. So in Ezekiel 9 and 4, say the same thing as it said in Revelation 9 and 4. It say, and Yahweh said unto them, go through the midst of the city, go through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon what? The foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof, man. Okay? So in Revelations chapter 7, that's talking about Israelites, man. And it said in Deuteronomy 30, if you go and read Deuteronomy 31 through 4, the Lord said he was going to scatter the elect, and he was going to scatter Israel into all nations. And then at the end, he was going to gather them out of all nations. See what Jake don't, what these heathen don't want to do is they don't want to read the curses. The curse of the Lord, it's a curse that the Lord scattered Israel of all nations, man. In Deuteronomy 30, we just read it. It said the Lord is going to gather. He said after the blessing and the cursings take place amongst these nations, he was going to bring us out from these nations, man. So it's not rocket science. It's not hard, man. It's plain. So, and the Lord said heathens would not understand the scriptures, man. And that's the beauty of this because they have no clue what's going on, man. They have no understanding that Israel, this Bible, and they know it, but they got to try to, you know, push that narrative of the Lord. Everybody can be grafted in now. Well, it tell you in Jeremiah 33. Let me close with that. You see, this is vocab trying to do, man. This is Jeremiah. Is that 33? I think it is. What's that? Let's get 14. Right. So in Jeremiah 33, this is what the Lord say. Now this is the words of the Lord, right? Jeremiah 33 and 24. Considers thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families, the southern and northern kingdom of Israel, which the Lord hath chosen, he have even cast them off. And this is what vocab trying to say. The Lord have cast away Israel, man. Consider thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which Yahweh hath chosen, he have even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. You see, this is what they trying to do, but you can't, because the Lord say in Hosea 1 and 10, and Elder Yeshua brought this on the lesson that he did. In Hosea 1 and 10, when it tell you in Revelation verse 9 about the unknown multitude that cannot be numbered, who is that? Right here, look at this. Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Right? And it shall come to pass that in the place where it said unto them, you are not my people, there shall be said unto them, you are the sons of the living God. So right here it say, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. So in Revelation, right? Let's get this again. In Revelation 7, in verse 9, what does it say? And this is plain too. That's why it's beautiful, man. In Revelation 7, it say, and after this I beheld and lo, a great multitude, which what? Which no man could number. What is saying on Hosea? Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be at the center of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, man. So here's vocab trying to link Revelations 7, 4 through 9 with heathens, man. And the scripture clearly say in Deuteronomy 30, the Lord say, after he scattered us, and we was gonna fall upon the blessings and the cursings, that he was gonna bring us home, man. An unnumbered multitude is gonna come back. It's gonna be the remnant, but it's still an unnumbered multitude, man. Hey, so Lord willing is edifying. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to you. How Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rekah Kodash. That will honor us to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well. Well, the apostles and elders of all Israel really accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the arguing, pushing this truth and believing this truth, but the four ends of the earth, the entire world, awakening the hopeful elect. And shalom to the outward well listening learning. If you sisters are listening on those edifying to the next element, say shalom. Well, above for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up. Shalom. Beautiful precept too. Right here, John, from the brother GMS Spiritual Art 144K. To by Yahweh Shah in the nation of Israel, man. Okay. But yeah, Vocab trying to throw that. Listen, man, that ain't gonna work, man. And you see how he tapping out? If you watch Vocab and see what's going on, he's tapping out, man. So he gotta find something. And there is nothing, man. These scriptures, this Bible, the salvation is for Israel only, man. The remnant. Okay? Only for the remnant of Israel, man. So Asa, again, through opportunity in the Yahweh Shema Shah, continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up.